Hi everybody, welcome to this video where I'll be talking about my experience studying in US and about the program that allowed me to go to US and study for free. So I applied for a program called UGRAD, Global Undergraduate Exchange Program, at the end of 2020, and at the beginning of 2022 I went and studied a semester as a bachelor student in US. So UGRAD is a program that is sponsored by the US State Department, and it allows you to study and stay in US for a semester, for one academic semester, as a spring or fall semester. And it's a global program. It's a international program, meaning that it is in many countries around the world, and it was thankfully also working in Uzbekistan, where I'm from. So I applied for it, and I was selected along with around 10 other students, and we all went into different universities and did our UGRAD program in the spring of 2022 this year, and came back. So let me tell you a little bit more how you can apply for the program and what are the requirements. So I have pulled up the actual website of the US Embassy in my country. If this program is available in your country, that's probably where you need to go to your own US Embassy in your country. So here in this education culture section, I already see that the program is open. It's another big news that it's open for the next year, next cohort of UGRAD participants. So in about a month, a little over the month, the application will close. So you have time to apply for it actually. So what is the program like and what are the requirements? Well, as you see, some of the goals that are highlighted on the website is that it's an exchange experience for you to have this academic, cross-cultural, and leadership experience in US. So you're not only studying there, just a college university, but you're also having this cultural exchange. You are meeting new students, international students, American students, and you are supposed to kind of build networks and relationships with them, which is a really exciting part of the program. Yes, enhance your academic knowledge, professional skills that match your long-term academic career goals. That's also a big part, and cultivate your understanding of US. That's for sure. And facilitate students with establishing social networks with US host institution, local communities. That's also a big part. And that's one of the reasons you usually do volunteering while you are in US too. I just went ahead a little bit early, but yeah, you do volunteering too. And just empower you to engage constructively in civic life in your local and global community. And it is a fully funded program, like most of the people who already know about it. One of the main attractive points for most students, I guess, is that you don't have to pay for your travel to US and back from US, your tuition, room and board, your insurance, like expenses like books and stuff, which is worrisome for a lot of students, understandably, because it's expensive to study and live in US. But this program allows you to not think about it and covers pretty much everything. Yeah, and it does say that you're required to participate 20 hours community service during the program. Let's look at the eligibility requirements. So I already knew before I applied that you cannot be basically finishing university. So this program cannot be your last semester of your degree, right? Your bachelor's degree. So usually they allow students who are still not finished, not done with their bachelor's degree to apply. So if you're over 18 and you're still a bachelor's student, not in your last year, you can apply for it. You have to be citizen or resident of your country and studying in an accredited institution in your country, full-time student. You have to be full-time student. And okay, here's this part. Have at least one semester or an equivalent term to complete it, the program. So when you come back, you need to have to study a semester here at your home university. Demonstrate leadership potentials for academic work community. That's clear. That's a TOEFL requirement. That's an English requirement. I don't think that's very difficult or particularly challenging, right? It's pretty average score. If you are an English speaker, you've been learning English for a while before you apply for this program, and it's maybe intermediate or higher, you should be definitely fine getting this score. It's not that high. And yeah, you return to your country after the completion of the program, of course. And now let's have a look at how you actually apply. What do you need for the application? Well, it's very easy. The website already gives you directions on how to apply online. You just follow this link and it takes you to a web portal, I believe. I think, yeah, I already have my login ready here. If I click, it will just take me to my already existing application information because I already filled it in. For you, it will be very basic, just fill in your personal information about your contacts, closest contact, and then your education history and background, just what is your background academically, and then it will take you to the next part, which is filling in the personal statement parts. So there are two questions that they usually ask, and I believe maybe the questions change a little bit, but it's gonna be mostly the same. One is a question about leadership, what kind of leader you are, tell us about your leadership style or something along these lines. And the second one is usually about the fit for the program. Why would you be a good fit for the program for this particular program goals and how you match them? So something along these lines, pretty basic. And I believe you have to look at the words aloud, but it should be around 500 words probably for each of them. But you could double check, of course, when you create your own account and go to this part, just to make sure that you are within limits. And after you fill in everything, you will have a button that says submit. But before you do that, I encourage you double check that you filled in correctly and you have everything attached properly. Apart from personal information, personal statement, you do need academic recommendations from either your professor or somebody who knows you well, or like your mentor, and can fill it for you. The website already gives you guidelines to follow. So who who it is recommended by, their title, address, phone, like email, and their signature. So I think you can just follow it as a basic like structure what to include, but the recommendation of course will come from them. That's up to them, but that's I would say information that you have to include as a part of that letter. So that's the first form, and I believe there is second form. Yes, so it's pretty much the same, needs to have this information, and you have some instructions here too that should be helpful for your recommender to know what to include or how to structure their letter, right? especially if they are writing it from scratch. So that's what you have to submit. And I believe in this portal online application, you also have to attach your transcripts. That's part of the requirements. So from your whatever you are in your university, if you're first year, second year student, you just attach the transcript from your previous education, so from a registrar, I guess, registrar office. And if you have any questions regarding this, instructions, or anything is unclear, you just can email the program itself. I mean, the representative sort of in Tashkent, and yeah, they have their contacts there and they will get back to you with your question. But before you do that, I always encourage you to look at FAQ, right? Frequently asked questions leaflet, because a lot of the questions you ask or can inquire about, they're already within this. And when I was applying myself, I have read it a few times, because some of the questions were actually already answered here, like how many words, do you need to have internship, and criteria for application, TOEFL, IELTS. So they have a lot of necessary information already included here. So just make sure you check it first and then go ahead and ask your question if it's not included. Regarding the personal statements and essay, I would tell you that I would encourage you to be authentic with your personal statement. I think the best essays come from within yourself, from you, right? And of course, it's easy to go online and search for past essays or winners essays, or just something like this, which is not bad, but you can definitely look at it as an example or just sample. But honestly, being authentic and truthfully answering the questions, and maybe tying that to your experience, how you would be a good match, what are your skills, and your past volunteer experience, I don't know, or internship experience, or your past experiences can make you a good candidate. Maybe that's the place where you should get started. I mean, that's my personal kind of input. From that, definitely don't copy what you see online, because there is a chance they already know it or they have seen it, and it's just generally not recommended to copy other essays. And you probably already understand this. This is like plagiarism, and it's definitely not welcome. And yeah, that's all. It's just like a precaution you need to have. So this website will definitely help you. I encourage you to really research it, analyze it, everything, and go over it a couple of times. Also, you can go to World Learning portal. This is also useful when you just want to know a bit more about the program, alumni, maybe, and just look at past participants who took part. So World Learning could be another helpful source. And I know there's a bunch of videos on YouTube from past participants. So this could be a good start for you to maybe understand what kind of experience they had, what was it like, just some things that you're curious about. So that's how you apply. And just based on the application process, I can tell you that it could be a couple of months. So if you apply and you don't hear back from them within a week, I don't know, 2 weeks, that's pretty normal. I think it takes longer than that to process applications, because in each country there are lots of participants who apply, and applicants, sorry, who apply, and it's hard to go over so many applications, probably, yeah, in a few weeks. So I would wait for over a month. That's a good chunk of time before you start questioning, if you got to the second round or not. Usually application is like you apply, you wait over a month or maybe 2 months even. If you made it to the second round, they let you know via email or phone, and they invite you for an interview. And after the interview, you get your again email letting you know that you made it to finals or semifinals, and then it's off to the TOEFL. You usually take TOEFL because you have requirement to fulfill like English language requirement. But that was my experience. I don't know what is happening this year or next year with the applications. So again, I encourage you to look at your website for updated information, because things can change and that's totally normal. And this information could be already old by the time you apply. So this is what was happening when I applied. Thank you for your attention. I hope you fill in everything correctly and properly, and please apply. I would say before the deadline, the last day, because it's usually not good when you apply the day of, the closing date, or the hour before, because there's been times when website crashed, right? And there could be something wrong with your laptop or phone or just the website itself. So just as a precaution, always try to apply a couple of days before if you can. That would be good, I think, and safe option. But yeah, I hope you can fill it in everything. You make sure you use the leaflet and the email, the contact that they provide of US Embassy in your country, and you utilize this well. And good luck with your application.